Coronavirus continues to be the dominant market theme, with the most news headlines related to the topic. Welcome back to InstaForex TV channel. The dollar firmed against major currencies for a third straight day on Friday, as investors took shelter in the greenback amid worsening economic fallout from the coronavirus pandemic. The US currency largely shrugged off the US non-farm payrolls report that showed massive job losses of 701,000 last month, compared with the expectations of 100,000 lost jobs. The unemployment rate rose to 4.4% from 3.5% the previous months. The US dollar index measured against the basket of major currencies closed at 100.58 on Friday, posting a 2.2% rise for the week. According to analysts, the plunge in non-farm payrolls in March, which is already close to the worst monthly declines during the global financial crisis, suggests that the coronavirus pandemic started to decimate the economy even sooner than expected. The non-farm payrolls report followed Thursday's data, showing initial claims for US unemployment benefits rose to 6.65 million in the latest week from an unrevised 3.3 million the previous week. The figures far exceeded the median estimate of 3.5 million. Meanwhile, indecisive among Eurozone governments about a rescue package for the region's hobbled economies was weakened the euro in the recent days. The common currency finished Friday's trading session down by 0.4 at 1.0809, posting a 2.9% weekly fall. Analysts say the euro may also be faltering due to rebalancing by forex reserve managers stocking up on dollars. As lockdowns continue, the economic impact of the epidemic is becoming more visible, with the Purchasing Managers Index across the Eurozone and Britain on Friday showing a slump in business activity. In the meantime, the British pound fell to 1.2262 by Friday's close, posting a 1.5% decline for the week. The past few weeks have also been rough for crypto. Thus, from February highs, Bitcoin has fallen by 36%, reaching a low of $3,800 in March. On Friday, the crypto kind closed down at 6,740. Still, it posted quite a solid 14.4% rise week on week. Interestingly, Robert Kiyosaki, the author of the popular financial book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, sees no reason to fear, though. In fact, the well-known investor recently went as far as to say that it's time to drop dollars for Bitcoin and other hot money. Elsewhere, in commodities, oil climbed on Friday, extending gains from Thursday, after OPEC and its allies said that they will meet to discuss a production cut amid the coronavirus pandemic. International benchmark Brent crude jumped by 13.9% to $34.11 per barrel on Friday, continuing the previous day's 21% gain. For the week, Brent advanced by 36.82%. US West Texas Intermediate crude surged by as much as 11.9% to $28.34 per barrel and gaining 25% on Thursday. However, oil prices resumed falling this week after Saudi Arabia and Russia delayed the meeting. A video conference which was scheduled for Monday was pushed back until later this week, but according to market experts, the parties are still very close to the deal. So truce hopes for Saudi-Russia price war still persist. Meanwhile, gold showed a mixed performance last week. Gold futures rose on Friday to settle at $1,645.70 a 3 ounce on Friday. However, for the week, gold lost 0.5% of its value. Gold seemed to reach its low for the week after US President Donald Trump warned Americans of a painful 2 weeks ahead in fighting the coronavirus, even with the distance and measures. But gold prices edged higher after gloomy US non-farm payrolls data magnifying the economic toll from the coronavirus on Friday. Longer-term economic data suggests gold will be supported and likely move higher due to the expectations of further fiscal measures. You are watching weekly review of currency and commodity markets on InstaForex TV channel with me, Kate Stichina. We wish you profitable deals.